Hey there. So you clicked on me. Nice. You're here because you want to talk about the F word, right? Right? You know which F word I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, you do. Fascism. What'd you think I was talking about? I mean, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you've probably heard this term fascism being thrown around a lot lately. But what is fascism, and why are we hearing this term so much now? Fascism is a term that originated in post-World War I Italy. 17 million people had died after the Great War, and just about every country was left with a crippled economy and failing infrastructure. In Italy, a young Benito Mussolini and his new party, the Fascists, rose to power promoting a message of nationalism and nativism. Likewise, in 1920s Germany, Adolf Hitler and the Nazis rose to power promoting a similar message. Both of these leaders were able to tap into the populist resentment and anger felt in their countries in order to propel themselves to supreme leadership through the cult of their personalities. Fascism harkened back to ancient lineages like the Aryans and the Romans in order to regenerate the decadence of modern society and its ills. They both claimed that their countries had lost their inherent greatness and that it was their duty to reclaim it. They used a rhetoric of pests and vermins to describe their enemies, and we both know what happened when they came to power. Does anyone see some similarities? In 1944, at the height of the Second World War, George Orwell wrote a series of essays entitled, "What is Fascism?" deeming this to be the most important question of the time. He concludes that the term is too broad and encompasses too many things in order to have a clearly defined universal definition. He also states that any modern British person, he was British, would agree that the term fascist is synonymous with the word bully. And this is the definition he agrees with. Does a bully sound like anyone around today? Regardless of what we might call fascist, one thing is for sure. Popularity in fascistic thinking seems to arise during economic contractions and recessions. Blame for economic crises are then put on cultural groups, oftentimes marginalized and vulnerable populations. And we see the same thing unfolding today. As the cliche goes, those who fail to learn from history are condemned to repeat it. But in a world of nuclear weapons, climate chaos, and endless wars, if we don't learn from history today, there might be no history tomorrow.